Good morning, my dear friends. I'm so happy that I get to start out the week, and I'm going to be reading you a story here in a minute. And our activities planned for this week is all about the earth and recycling class, actually, because starting on Wednesday, there's a national day called National Earth Day. And not only does Miss Gwen love her countries and her oceans and the land and all the beautiful sunsets and the mountains and the animals and the trees and the plants and the flowers, but we need to find ways to keep everything clean and healthy on our earth, actually, and by doing recycling sometimes, or just picking up trash and litter so that we're not harming our animals and people when we're out and about in our neighborhood, actually. Okay, so today, class, I'm going to be reading you a book called The 10 Things I Can Do to Help My World, and the author is Melanie Walsh. Actually, she's the author. She wrote the story, and actually she is the illustrator, so she drew the pictures. And she turned this book, and it's made out of recycled paper, actually. Paper, remember, we get from trees, so she used reused paper, and she made this book. Now, this is a very kid-friendly book, too. She's kind of reading it like when she was a kid, when she was younger, actually. And these are some things that you can do to help your parents, or things that you can do to help save your earth. It starts out, I remember, and here's a lamp or light, to turn off the lights when I leave the room. Turning off lights and using more efficient light bulbs saves valuable energy. I try, here's a sink full of water, to turn off the tap water when I'm brushing my teeth. Now I do this, I brush my teeth for 2 to 3 minutes. I turn the water off while I'm doing that, and actually when I'm ready to rinse, I turn it back on and I rinse it with water and get the toothpaste out. Every time you do this, you save 18 glasses of water, so don't continuously run the water while you're brushing your teeth. And they also say that taking showers is using less water than taking baths. Also, I always, here's some trash on the ground, and this word over here is trash. That looks like a trash bin or bucket. Throw my trash away. Putting garbage away keeps the world safe and clean. Also, this is a wintry picture. We did have some snow last week in Colorado. We always have snow in the springtime sometimes. Also, feed the birds in the wintertime. And you can still do that because the birds are still looking for seeds, actually, and food. Feeding the birds helps them get ready for nesting in the spring, and somebody made a little bird feeder in their backyard. I see that people can draw on one side of a piece of paper, and then you can turn it over and use both sides of the paper. Do you know why we do that? If everybody did this, it would greatly reduce the number of trees that we use to make paper. I remind my parents, or you can do this after you're done watching TV, to turn off the TV when you are not watching it. Like if you leave the house or if you leave that room, or before I go to bed, I turn my TV off because these are run by electricity and your parents pay for all those things, their money, to be running all those things. So you wouldn't want to run them all night. That's just like with our lights. You turn off some of your lights actually at nighttime and you might have a little night light. It takes less energy. Also, I enjoy collecting cardboard boxes and paper and things that can be recycled, and making toys from things around the house. Those are some activities that you guys could do this week. And actually, this person made a robot. That's pretty cool. I like, this is a car actually, and you remember cars are run by gasoline, and sometimes you see exhaust coming out of the exhaust pipe there, and actually sometimes it's polluting our earth. So they would like it better if you could walk to school, maybe ride your bike or your scooter, and maybe you'll get to do a little bit more of that next year when you go to your next school. And I've been doing a lot of walking too, and it's very good exercise. Actually, I can get pots and seeds, and some of you might have been doing this already, and planting things. Planting seeds and help them grow. Planting helps keeps the air clean, and it keeps it also healthy. And then this is the recycling things. These are things that you can recycle. These are things that I can put in another trash bin actually that I don't want to throw away with the regular trash. So I use this for milk, and actually I might want to keep it, and I could put water in, maybe water my plants, or I've seen people cut it in half and make a little flower vase out of it actually. But anyway, you can also put these in the recyclable trash bin, and then somebody can pick those up and they can take them to a recycling center. And all these are things that can be reused later on to make something new out of them. So you need to collect your cans actually that are made out of metal. You need to put your glass in the recyclable bin. You need to put your paper in the recyclable bin, your plastic. And some people do this. I don't do this, where this is like dried up vegetables or extra vegetables, like a cut up carrot or part of an apple. Actually, they throw that in with their soil, and it makes it a little bit richer. It gives it nutrients actually for things to grow a little bit faster. And do you know why we all do this? All because I love my world. And I hope that you love your world, and you can be able to tell your parents why you love your world. And so the challenge this week, class, is to see if you can come up with some activities that Miss Amy and I will be giving you some more on our lesson plan this week, actually. And maybe you can help your parents, or you can just go and make things. Now, if you look over here on the board, Miss Gwen, she took an old magazine, actually, and she cut up some paper that was in the old magazine, and I made my petals for a flower, actually, and then I colored the rest of the flower, like the stem and the leaves, actually. And also, you could actually take 2 toilet paper rolls here, actually, and I covered them with paper and have a little string here, and guess what I made? I made binoculars. Hi, everybody. And so I want to go out and look outside when all the snow melts from last week and actually look at my beautiful earth, okay? So there are millions of things that you can do to help your earth, okay? So in honor of Earth Day, I want to teach you a little song at the end here, and it's all about the earth. And this is how it goes. Oh, the earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need, the sun and the rain and the apple seeds. The earth is good to me. Should we do that again? You can sing it after me. Oh, the earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need, the sun and the rain and the apple seeds. The earth is good to me. Thank you, dear class. I hope you have a good week, and you think about how you like the earth, actually, and have fun with all the activities and talking about recycling. And so, goodbye, friends. I'll see you again this week. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about letter W. W.